We are back
for Doki-Doki Part 2,
world
baby!
Of Doki-Doki Literature Club. We are doing voices. Monica
a lot
is
of fun.
Toad.
Yeah, Monica is straight up Toad.
We are currently pursuing Yuri because we figured she was the intellectual of the group and therefore the one that Sean wanted to bang.
Yeah, I like banging smart chicks. It seems. That's my vibe.
Okay, Felicia! Glad to see you didn't run away.
Don't. Okay, whoa, you knew what I was gonna say? That's crazy. Don't worry about it. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Felicia. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it!
That's okay, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room!
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga? Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Felicia always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
Felicia gives it his best.
Yeah. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
She loves us already.
Yeah.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Oh, she's getting jealous. Oh yeah, I might be. I might be a little jealous myself. Referring to myself in the first and third person. How come you and Felicia can become good friends too?
Sayori! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Yeah, it went over our fucking head. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking, as always.
I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Ever the hero. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I will make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright.
Even though it's a massive fucking deal.
Yeah. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked you out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, shag. Discuss it if you wanted. I didn't say that. What? This is...
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like. Despite me not reading much, I'm so in. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this, 100%.
What amazing.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance.
She wants
Meanwhile,
us.
Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
We're so in there.
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second.
The music's wild.
But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm really high. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
I'm just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. Yeah. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading soon, 100%, promise definitely will do that.
I'm glad to hear.
I know how to read.
Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
What the fuck? Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Fucking jeez. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Felicia?
No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry about it.
I hope so. Otherwise, you're fucking dead.
Yeah, I mean, I would like. I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. Fuck, she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. She's like pure psycho.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophies so that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, They made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Sorry. Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. You did that already. I haven't lost any interest or anything because I wasn't listening.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
That's okay, I wasn't paying attention either.
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, like horse cock.
Just starts talking in tongues.
Yeah. Straight up demon. Latin demon. The basic. What a turn. Oh, like some Tibetan throat singing comes in. Oh, fuck. Please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen, which I definitely 100% was doing this whole time. This is a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, oh fuck, I pressed twice. I don't know if I skipped dialogue there. I might as well start reading it right.
You don't have to.
What are you saying?
You're so high you don't even know what she's processing.
Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book, then I put it in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seemed a little apprehensive about me reading this book you wanted me to read.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. What? Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you, or like if I'm reading in my head too loudly, tell me to be quiet.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue.
Out loud.
I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just,
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. Sorry. Fuck. Sorry. I didn't really mean to. Sorry. Fuck. Sorry. I mean, fuck. Sorry.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's.
Oh my god.
Then I hold my book between the two of them.
Oh god. I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, just a little bit on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides her thumb under and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Fuck, I haven't even started reading it. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Because you're fucking dumb. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue to read. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition.
Amazing.
We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does like you do. Like she's afraid something will go wrong, like you're afraid something's gonna go wrong, you know? It's not like you can see in your head or anything, but it's 100% what you're like. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms, and by that I mean all of them.
I see. Christ.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Felicia, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait, I just think you're a terrible person. What's so bad about that? Why are you upset? I didn't mean it to be in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about being a bad person. Fuck.
I'm getting Tim Robinson vibes. It's amazing.
I guess I meant more menace. It's like kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone!
Forgot about Toad.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other, slut! We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. Downy down, down, down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not, it's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. I yell so loud. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight.
In context, that's hilarious. Just screaming and then going, alright, I'll read more.
Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? Wink, wink, wink.
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way, like...
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, because this first bit beat shit, you know? I hated it.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time, because I know you're not going to fucking read them.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, page 1, and then I slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can wait. I can't wait.
I
can't wait. I don't know what the fuck to say. I can't read.
Sayora and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayura's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I wrote mine on toilet paper. I
Nice.
can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, fuck. Who should I show my poem to first?
Who do you want to show to, Matthew?
Well, I mean, we wrote it with Yuri in mind.
Yeah. So fuck it. Yeah, let's show Monica. Yeah, Yuri. Yeah, Yuri.
Well, it says first, so I imagine we'll show it to all of them.
Okay, yeah, let's do Yuri since we're putting the most attention into her.
Yeah. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her, and also I dedicated it to her. I hope she doesn't mind. I can trust her opinion to be fair.
I love the Chad Stoner we have.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
You don't know the fucking word exceptional?
I don't.
Did I say that out loud? Sorry, I meant cunt.
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Yuri, where'd you go? Fuck.
I'm a spooky ghost.
Invisible.
He's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Ha ha ha!
Oh, fuck. Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? I just fucking made that shit up, bro. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time really kind of probably... I didn't use Google or AI to write it. Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at the poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them.
It's the full stops, isn't it?
I just think there's no punctuality
have
at all.
any.
Yeah, you didn't have any punctuation or spelling either. So I recognize that in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate by being fucking dumb. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that they both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. She tears me a new one. I've never been taken down quite so viciously and methodically as Yuri does with this poem. My entire ego is crumbled in that moment. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. Silly dum-dum. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Like you're a cunt. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Yeah, you're a real fucking gossipy bitch.
Yeah,
What?
she's a total prick. sorry, I just love drama. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine, I guess. Totally fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny because she doesn't shut the fuck up. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow.
You make it sound like brain
it must
damage.
Be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I feel like listening to you read that in that voice, I lost IQ points. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? It's pretty shit. Could barely read it. I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read, so I'm not stupid.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb, man. Fuck. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Pretty shit. Got him!
That's a relief.
Your handwriting reminds me of my favorite poet, Ligma.
I'm sorry, Ligma?
Ligma fucking nut balls. Fuck shit, I fucked it. Balls. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Like you said, the flicker in light.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
No.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose, because you don't understand.
Can eat this paper?
Yeah,
I can eat it?
You can
I
eat
can
it,
eat
yeah.
this poem?
Yeah, eat it. See what happens.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Like,
I'm mixing that's the reply. I wrote a shorter poem so you would understand it. Are you into
do you
ghosts?
like ghosts?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Felicia.
Really? Because it says right here, ghosts. I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
I don't know how to read.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I thought it was about like a spooky ghost. Like a ghost that haunted a light. Like a spooky light ghost, I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. It's like basic GCSE English. Yours was pretty impressive too, so,
Nah, mine's shit. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so? You?
Yeah, of course. Like, don't write about ghosts.
Or
do? What was the point of the metaphor?
I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Felicia, and write more about ghosts.
Ah, fuck, ghosts. Me too. But not about ghosts, because that was bad. Who should I show my poem to next? You choose.
Sayori.
Sayori.
This is a good poem, Felicia. Are you sure it's your first time?
There was stuff in it that Sayori liked as well.
I remember that.
Oh, of course. It's not that good. There's no ghosts. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously and just talk about ghosts. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Felicia. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Almost the entire reason, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, knowing how much this meant to her and all.
Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now that you'll read my poem too, right?
Nah.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Amazing. Amazing.
Sayori, I want breakfast too. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. It's just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I'm not as useless as you are.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. I came out nice, or how should I put it? There was no ghosts, which I hear is a good thing. It sounds just like you. Is the sun a ghost?
Really? Oh yeah, is a fart ghost.
Yeah. Especially that last line.
A fart a ghost? I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky.
Why are you talking like that? I'm uncomfortable. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's do Natsuki.
Nice.
Mainly because I don't want to hear Toad's voice right now.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Felicia, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, But yeah, I did put in effort. Did you read the bit about the ghost? Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. But I'll tell you what to improve, but you better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, fuck, wrong person.
Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Are you sure Felicia didn't write this?
Yeah. I told you they weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try to take my writing seriously.
But is it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. It's about a ghost.
But the other nice thing about Support is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling at the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, we've got a wide selection here. Sean, who do you think?
I think we should
show Burpin to the poem next. Monica, maybe? Just a hunch.
Yeah, maybe Frank.
Yeah, Monica, you're right.
Yeah.
Hi, Felicia! Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, can I fucking speak to you? Do you want to share your poem with me?
Nah, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. What a cute laugh.
Don't worry, Felicia! We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But if it's that sort of barrier, then we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Felicia! I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it.
Like the ghost, when the ghost is going ooh in the poem.
Exactly, now you're getting it. It's really metaphorical with that spooky
Is
ghost.
a fart a ghost?
Yeah,
It's a good metaphor.
Is a fart a ghost is so poetic, I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low, cause I'm not gonna do well. That way, it always counts when I put in the littlest bit of effort. The tiniest sliver of actually trying a little tiny bit.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes... I can't speak fucking... You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
He fucking bet your fucking ass I know Yuri likes this kind of writing.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, you slut! Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, like a dumb fuck, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure. Oh.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You're never getting to her fucking level.
Yeah, that's true.
You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things, wink wink. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Fucking
Anyway,
Jesus.
do you want to read my poem now?
Nah.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Is it about Ghost? You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle produce. I fucking can't read your handwriting. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
I love Felicia's death poetry. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Her death poetry.
I love Felicia's death poetry as well.
So what do you think?
Huh. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Was it a ghost looking in? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay.
I know it's okay, bitch.
Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays anyway. He's so basic. I mean, I'm basic. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines like death poetry. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one? Was it a ghost? Did you see a ghost?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress! Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Fuck, I'm
Well, I
going.
wasn't. What did you say? I wasn't listening. Ah, phew, thank fuck she stopped talking. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I need to light up to chill out. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Humph. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something like, oh fuck, we went over time? Oh.
Oh, it's nothing! We didn't go over time because I was just planning on ending these episodes when the day ends, you little fuck.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Natsuki dismisses returning the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you really have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Humph! Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Felicia did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style.
The ego in this room, man.
I know. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. What a bitch. Which I haven't yet. And Felicia liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Yeah, it was about a ghost. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not, fuck, you caught me, shit, oh, you're just smelly, bitch.
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Felicia appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
Oh shit, they're gonna fight.
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh shit.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Felicia started showing up.
Natsuki? The Natsuki, that's a...
That's Monica.
Natsuki, that's a little.
This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Felicia. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Felicia.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Felicia?
I agree with both of you.
Well?
Fuck. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me and maybe want to see me with my shirt off or something. I don't know. So, of course, it's going to be... Who do I choose? What do I choose, sir?
Well, I think we've been putting a lot of our time into Yuri, so I think we should go for Yuri.
Go straight, yeah? Okay, let's go Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, hold your fucking horses. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer? It's no secret that I was impressed and a little scared by the ghost.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see that you made a valid point. I didn't notice that. Fuck. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding?
I forgot I was Natsuki.
Nice.
That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Nah. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant, only because she can't handle the pressure. Burp. Ugh, I end up feeling bad about her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now. It'll spare me, I meant to say. Ignore me.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. Fucking hell. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki?
She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. When will this day end, I wonder to myself.
Sigh, I don't fucking know.
Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
Yeah. No, Yuri! how could anyone have gotten that frustrated at being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I didn't think any less of you. I thought so little of you to begin with.
Well... Alright, I believe you. Thanks, Felicia. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never.
Your boobs.
I would never
The
do
thing
anything
about your boobs.
So shameful.
With your boobies. With your boobies.
Show me your boobies. So,
What thing did Natsuki say? Remind me. Say it for me again.
Well, never mind. Boobies. I'm gonna make some tea.
Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was all right. Well, mostly.
Felicia, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
That's not very creative of you.
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. Everyone loved ghosts. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Felicia. Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
I don't hate them, no. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew! You know, Felicia, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I could see boobies. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that to myself, fuck me, I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, what a fucking
And with
ace
that,
game.
we are at the end of this episode.
I would be lying to myself. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't having fun. This is great.
It's an amazing game. I told you, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's such a vibe. Such a fun vibe.
It's fantastic, and it's barely started. We've so much to happen.
I know. I can't wait for it to get fucked.
Brilliant.
I can't wait for this turn that keeps coming.
It's brilliant. Weapons never come, Sean. What if I just lied so I could play a dating sim with you?
Yeah, I mean, I would not put it past you, to be honest. I would not put it past you at all. You
But we
sneaky
will end this episode here, and see everybody next week for more Doki-Doki Literature Club.
Yep.
Bye.
Stay tuned, everyone. Bye.